All right, Rob. We kind of got a theme going here tonight on the eve of the NBA play-in, which Eddie House said, Rob, he loves it. He thinks it's added a lot of excitement to the league. I got to be honest, I love it too. I'm guessing you don't.
No. I don't know why you played the 82 games to let teams that haven't played well all year get in the playoffs. So I'm out on the play-in.
Lakers and Warriors have played well.
No, they not well enough. They couldn't make the top 8 teams. That's not well enough. I mean,
they would be They probably both have home court advantage in the West or in the East.
Yeah, but they're not in the East. I mean, we could say that every year. You could pick teams and be like, well, if
but
they were in the other conference,
the 9th and 10th seed don't play. I mean, they're playing good basketball.
No, but they haven't played well enough to where the Western Conference is this year, Chris. That's all I'm saying.
Right, but the separation's like a game.
Yeah, but that's what you play for.
I get it.
It was done like that all the time. There were teams that you would say, oh, if you take them and put them in the East, they make the playoffs or whatever. Well, but they're not in the East.
Yeah,
and you got to keep up with the Joneses.
So much better.
Yeah, in your conference, and 45 wins is fine, but it's what's their final record going to be? 45 and
probably
what?
46, 47 wins. And whatever the 82 minus.
Yeah, I'm bad at math.
That is, yeah.
That's why I went into journalism.
So yeah, interestingly, let's see, Michael Jordan, where were they? The Wizards were 37 and 45 his last year. I'm trying to see had there been a play-in, where would they have ranked? Would they have? Yeah, they would have been in the play-in.
There you
They'd
go.
have been the ninth seed. They would have played the Knicks, it looks like, in the play-in in the 9th, 10th game. But I love it. I do think it's added excitement. I also think, Rob, it has given us a dose of a little bit of March Madness for the NBA. Eddie said it, and I think he's right. Like that one and done scenario, it's thrilling. And, 9th and 10th seed, you can't, it's not like they would. Now the 8th seed could complain if they want, right? Because they might get bounced. And miss the playoffs entirely, and they can say, hey, we played 82 games to be in the top 8, and we got there, and now
we're out. Right, we're out.
I don't know that they will complain, but I'm just saying they could. But for the 9th and 10th seeds, hey, it's a shot to get in the playoffs, and obviously the 7th seed could fall out as well. But this year is interesting, Rob, not just because of the thrill of, watching the race, but 3 legends, absolute legends. One of those 3 is likely to miss the playoffs entirely. Almost certainly going to miss the playoffs entirely. And I'm talking about LeBron James with the Lakers, Steph Curry with the Warriors, or Kevin Durant with the Suns. Now, I would like to see all 3 of them advance, for the excitement of it, but it's not going to happen. And I want to ask you, and again, later our audience, Rob, if one of those 3 superstars has to miss the postseason this year, which one would you rather it be? And it's not even like you don't like this guy or whatever, but just, I could ask it as which 2 would you rather advance? But either way you look at it, you're picking one that you rather not see in the playoffs of the 3.
Can I say all 3? No, let me stop. Okay.
I mean, you go ahead. It's a conversation. You might. I mean, do you feel that way? You ready for the new batch to take over?
Yeah, after a while, I'm getting closer to that where we could talk about some new people. And the only way we'll ever talk about new people, Chris, is when they're not around.
That's a good point.
It's just that that's just how it is. And, like we talked about Tom Brady ad nauseum, because he was still playing and you had to talk about him.
We're still talking about Tom Brady.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but at that point, thanks to Tom Brady. But at some point, you're ready to move on and start talking about other people. So anyway, if I really had to pick one guy to miss the playoffs entirely, I'm going to say LeBron and the Lakers.
Wow. 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 All
Yes.
right. Why?
Because I think I'll get a little sentimental with Steph and the Warriors as the last hurrah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. I'm
You won't
showing
have
my
Steph
softer
to
side.
pick on anymore.
Okay, and then he won't be one of my targets, I guess. And then KD, I just think they have too much talent. I would like to see them make a real run, Chris, with their big three and what they could do in the West if they were healthy and those three guys were playing. So I'm intrigued more about KD and the Suns. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a legitimate answer.
That's
obviously.
the reason.
Yep. No doubt. No doubt. I'm gonna say if one of the three has to sit and watch, I'd rather it be KD.
Okay.
Because, and I don't think either of the three are winning the West. The team I have the least amount of confidence in, the team I am most frustrated with, are the Phoenix Suns. I think that they're underachievers. I don't think they're, as a team, mentally tough. I mean, Rob, I get it. This is the three-point shooting age. With those three players, how in the world do you ever find yourself down 35-4? With those three, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. Especially when you're fighting for your playoff lives. I mean, come on. And so, to me, that was emblematic of a team that's just somewhat rudderless for all their talent. And you're right, they do have a lot of great talent, obviously. But I don't expect a thing from them. So I would go, like, the Lakers, I think, could make a run. I don't think they can beat Denver, but I think they got a shot against anybody else. I think they can make a run. And Anthony Davis, and we've been saying this for years, Rob, but it would be nice if he would just take the reins once and for all. He has been probably their best player this year. It's arguable. He's certainly been a phenomenal defender, and he's in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. But it would be nice if he took the reins once and for all, and this is my team. And it'd be interesting to see what they could do with LeBron still as their leader. Golden State, I see him playing very good basketball. Again, I think they are dangerous if they get to the final eight playoff teams. I think they could be dangerous. And their style is fun with all the three-point shooting, the driving with Steph. And, there's a fun team to watch. It's a fun brand of basketball. So I would like to see them in it as well. I hope Phoenix makes it. I was as excited, Rob, as anyone when they got Kevin Durant. And I thought they had a chance to win a championship. But as it stands right now, just watching them this season, they're up and down. They're inconsistent. You don't know what you're getting. So I would say KD would be the one that I'd rather not be in the playoffs of the three. And I want KD in it, but I'm just saying,
I get it.
If one of them has to go, yeah, it'd be him.
It's funny because I just see it the other way. Like you just said it. They're so frustrating, but if you get in the playoffs, Chris, all you got to do is play well for, for a stretch. And could it click in and then all of a sudden, because when KD first went there, with Devin Booker, people were all like, oh, my God.
Oh, I mean, no doubt.
The Suns, look at the Suns. People were ready to crown them. Huh?
I thought that.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I think in hindsight, Rob, they would have been better off, and I know he's not what he used to be, but better off keeping Chris Paul.
Interesting.
Because one of their problems, they're bad in the fourth quarter. And I think one of the reasons is because they don't have a true point guard. They got guys that can handle the ball, KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. They can all handle the ball, and when they draw attention, they can kick it out and get assists. They can get 6 assists a night. But that is not being a point guard. And they don't have a guy that can direct traffic, that can control tempo, that can get the ball to the right guy in the right place, that can, make sure everybody stays involved. They don't have it. And it's not blaming those guys. They're not point guards. Chris Paul, even in his diminished state, Rob, I think would be huge for them. And I think they would be better off if they still had him. So we'll see.